Hello there, it is time to talk about The Mandalorian, Chapter 23, The Spies. Spoilers ahead if you haven't watched the episode. I've got my cup of tea here, ready to talk some Mandalorian. Alright, so the quest to finally retake Mandalore has begun, and we're jumping straight to the title of the episode. That's what I want to talk about. The Spies, plural. Obviously, the first one of that is Elia Kane, or Elia Kane, I can't remember how to say her name, who we see in the opening conversing with a hologram of Moff Gideon, his first appearance since the end of Season 2. Also, I love the Blade Runner-esque style that they've got going on with Kane and Coruscant. It looks so cool. Moff Gideon then, we see him converse with a bunch of Imperial warlords, and we get our first live-action appearance of two different characters here. The first being Gilad or Gilad Pelion, who appears in the book Thrawn Treasons. Lovely to see book characters make the jump to live action. That was fantastic. The other one, though, was one I was really excited about, and that is Brendol Hux, the father of Armitage Hux from the sequel trilogy, and he's played here by Brian Gleeson, who is the brother of Domhnall Gleeson, who plays Hux in the sequels. Great little connection there. I absolutely loved to hate the character of Brendol Hux in the Phasma novel. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. The Spies. The episode is called The Spies. One, Elia Kane, obviously. But who is the second one? I have two theories, two possibilities. One I think seems kind of obvious. The other one could be a bit of a misdirect. Who knows? The obvious one to me, though, maybe, I could be completely wrong about this, is the Armourer. Now, I personally have not trusted the Armourer since day one. I just have always gotten a bad vibe from her. There's rumours and theories out there that she could be someone like Rook Cast, because of the horns on her helmet, potentially signifying that she was once a part of Death Watch, which is also brought up in this episode. So why do I think it could be the Armourer? One, I just don't trust her. Two, she has the horns on her helmet, just like Moff Gideon does at the end of the episode when he shows up in his own Dark Trooper armor. Could be a connection there, don't know if there is, or it's just a fun visual thing that they like. Three, she volunteers to take the injured Mandalorians back to the fleet before this confrontation with the Imperials happens. Did she know it was going to happen? Did she help set it up? It's not a heap to go on, but it's something. It was also her idea to retake Mandalore, to bring all the Mandalorians together and get them all in one spot again. Now, I don't know what her motivation could be to do this. Does she just think that the Mandalorians do need to be wiped out because they're constantly infighting and they're just not going to survive as a race? Who knows? This is all just wild speculation. It's just something that I'm poking at to see if it gives anything back. The second potential candidate for the spy is, for me, Axe Woves. Why? He's the one that flew off to get help, despite them not having comms with their fleet from the surface, and I'm pretty sure they didn't have a ship on the ground anymore because the Armourer would have taken it back. It was a little bit suspect. It could be nothing, it could be something, I'm not really sure. Is he sour at losing the control of the Night Owls back to Bo-Katan? I'm not sure. Just a potential guess. But what do you think? Do you think one of those two characters, the Armourer or Axe Woves, could be the spy? If there even is another one. Maybe it was something else that I've completely missed. Overall, though, I liked this episode a lot. I thought it was a lot of fun. What else did we have? We had Grogu piloting around the new IG-12 droid. Was hilarious. Every time we see an Anzellan on screen, fantastic. I'm having a great time when those little guys show up. I think they are funny as hell. Hope we actually get Babu Freak at one point. Spamming the yes button is just the most Grogu thing that he could be doing. Love that. I also loved seeing the Mandalorians who stayed on Mandalore in this, pirate ship, basically. I thought that was great. The captain, played by Charles Parnell, who you might recognize from Top Gun Maverick from last year, he was super cool. Loved his design and armor with, the scratches on it. Thought he looked great. Also loved seeing another Breaking Bad actor cross over into The Mandalorian, and that was Charles Baker, who played Skinny Pete in Breaking Bad. He was one of the Mandalorians on that ship as well. And finally, we have to pour one out for the heavy Mandalorian. He's right up there on the shelf. I don't know if you can see him there. Paz Vizsla going down in a final stand against some Beskar armor clad Imperials and putting up a valiant, if not foolhardy fight against 3 Praetorian guards. And man, I love the Praetorian guards. They look so damn cool. I love the way they move. I love the way they look. Easily my favorite part of The Last Jedi. Ragnar is going to have to grow up and avenge his father at some point. All in all though, pretty fun episode, a lot of action, a lot of Mandalorians, and a lot of questions raised. Who are the spies? Elia Kane and who? The stage is set for an epic finale next week. I cannot wait. If you like this and you like talking about Star Wars, make sure you like the video and follow me here and on TikTok. It's under the same username. I like to talk about Star Wars all the time there, and the YouTube thing is relatively new and I'm still finding my feet here. I watched all of Star Wars Celebration live throughout the last weekend, all 4 days of the stream, and I've got some more videos in the pipeline coming about Ahsoka and the Acolyte, so make sure you stick around for those. I want this to be a positive place to talk about Star Wars, and there's not too many places that are doing that on YouTube at the moment. There's a lot of negativity out there. This is somewhere where I want people to come and enjoy and be excited about Star Wars, so if that is interesting to you, stick around. And until next time, may the Force be with you, always.